I am not fine.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most heartbreaking Grey's Anatomy moments.
Not ready. You're never ready. You just do it.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most painful to watch scenes from the medical drama that had us distressed, sobbing, and/or grieving from our couches. If there's something we missed, make sure to check out our top 10 saddest Grey's Anatomy moments list. Since major plot points will be discussed, a spoiler alert is now in effect. Which moment left you feeling betrayed by Shonda Rhimes? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Eli's final words. It was both surprising and sad to see April, a devout Christian since her debut in season 6, questioning her beliefs during season 14.
Was it worth it to have been a faithful servant? Or would it have been better to just curse God's name from the beginning?
In perhaps an instance of divine intervention, April was given a bittersweet gift when she cared for a special patient, Rabbi Eli. In great pain on his deathbed, Eli continued his life's work and selflessly spoke with the struggling doctor to rebuild her faith, which was shaken by the daily tragedies of Grey Sloan Memorial.
Listen, Tikkun Olam, Tikkun Olam means that the world is full of brokenness, and it's our job to put it back together again.
By this point, we were already crying. But what really broke us was Eli's very last moment, when he mistook April for his wife. She tearfully played the part, providing the kind rabbi reassurance and comfort as he met his end.
I'm here.
I love.
I'm right here.
I love.
Number 9. A daughter needs her dad. It's often said that there is no greater loss than the loss of a child. Matt Smithson, parent to 6-year-old terminally ill Jessica, would agree. Despite a warning that Jessica's passing was imminent, Matt continued a desperate search for treatments that would cure his dying daughter.
I don't mean to insult you. I know you've done everything. I just need a few more days, okay? I just need a little more time. She's a fighter. You know that she'll fight.
But once Dr. Bailey realized that the young girl's time had come, she pleaded with Matt to call off his plans. Instead, she urged him to simply be with his child.
You don't want to miss this. This next part, she needs her daddy for this part.
Our heartbreak intensified as we watched him finally accept his daughter's cruel fate, followed by a joining of his little girl in her bed. As Jessica's heart took its last beat, we sobbed almost as hard as the devastated father.
We'll play on the beach all day. We'll make silly castles.
So don't smoke yourself to death, or we'll be the one who'll always be there.
Number 8. Meredith battles COVID-19. Meredith is no stranger to brushes with death. Oh, and seeing past loved ones in a sort of limbo as she fights for her life. In season 3, she technically died and saw the late Dylan and Denny.
Am I dead?
Damn right you are.
In season 17, she found herself on death's doorstep once again, this time after contracting the coronavirus. The severity of Meredith's case had us panicked that this could actually be the end of the seemingly invincible Dr. Grey. That only intensified when she was reunited with Derek and George in her near-death visions.
Do I get to decide if I go back?
I don't know. I didn't. I would have stayed. If I could have. It's different for everyone, though.
Luckily, she eventually pulled through, but her conflicting desires for eternal peace with her husband and staying alive for her kids were difficult to watch. At least Meredith finally got their proper goodbye.
You have to go.
I'm so tired.
It's not your time yet.
Number 7. Bailey's breakdown. Bailey's husband Ben was elated to hear that his wife was pregnant, and the two were ready to raise their baby together. However, in an unfair turn of events, she had a miscarriage.
Let me take you home.
No.
Come on, Miranda.
Oh, Ben, please. I know this is a loss for you too, but I'm asking you to just leave me alone for now because I can't feel this now.
Avoiding her grief, Bailey dived into her work and pushed her feelings aside, eventually leading to an emotionally charged conversation with Richard. In a powerful, vulnerable scene, the routinely strong doctor went on to express her frustrations and pain to her longtime mentor and friend.
She just was! Oh, God. And now she isn't. And I can't do anything but just stand here.
Hearing her shakily admit that she was not fine was absolutely crushing. Not only are Bailey and Ben easy to root for as a couple, but they truly deserved better, making the moment that much more upsetting. Number 6, he can't be fixed. Derek's death in season 11 is a pain that stays with us throughout the series, though a moment that added salt to this wound takes place in season 13.
Where's Daddy? Is he here?
Meredith has a reminiscent vision that shows how she broke the harrowing news of Derek's passing to her 2 kids. Trying her best to explain the situation, Meredith is met with a heart-wrenching request from her daughter Zola to go and fix her dad because that's what she does.
I can't fix him because no one can fix him.
The kids listen to their mom with gloomy looks on their faces, inducing immediate waterworks for us at home. Death is no easy thing to come to terms with for people of all ages, but it's especially devastating when it's experienced so young.
Sometimes you play games in your head. You make up someone good.
Number 5, Andrew's death. Just as we had begun to enjoy a hiatus of losing main characters, another beloved doctor on the show was lost. Amid mental health struggles and an involuntary leave of absence, Andrew DeLuca was determined to stop a woman who he correctly suspected to be a criminal.
She's threatening her or her family. I know it, okay? She's torturing her. She's selling her. Bailey, stop this, please.
His colleagues initially had doubts, but it didn't matter. In a moment that had us screaming at our TV screens, an anonymous assailant stabbed DeLuca as he attempted to pursue the perpetrator. Regrettably, viewers' high hopes of a recovery were ultimately for naught.
Tachycardic and the CVP's going up. Must be cardiac tamponade. We're gonna have to open back up again.
His heroic efforts ended up saving an endangered teen patient and many others. But we were overwhelmed with sadness when the promising, kind-hearted surgeon's life was taken.
I'll miss you. If I go back and you don't, I'll miss you.
Number 4, Alex's goodbye.
Alex Karev isn't coming back. Left his wife, his friends, his job.
Alex Karev was pretty polarizing in the early seasons of the show. But as the series progressed, so too did our love for the Peds guy who was there from day 1. So when he abruptly said his goodbye in season 16, we were left with a whole slew of emotions.
And you can come here, you know, you could show up at my door and get me to walk away from all this and just go back to you and Joe and the hospital and everyone who helped me get here. But I hope you don't.
After finding out that his great love Izzy had mothered 2 of his children, he decided to leave Seattle and join his family. While we can understand Karev's decision to be with his kids, the way he went about his exit was as upsetting as it was surprising. Our hearts broke for his mentors Richard and Bailey, best friend Meredith, and soon-to-be ex-wife Jo as they read letters revealing his shocking departure.
I wish getting everything I always wanted didn't have to hurt you in the process.
Number 3, Stephanie leaves Gray Sloan. The finale of season 13 was, to put it simply, crazy. At the center of the mayhem was Dr. Stephanie Edwards, who was pushed to her limits as events unfolded. She fought the fight of her life as she was threatened by a predatory patient, tried to protect a child, and ran from a fiery explosion. And that's a simplified retelling of events. Stephanie proved herself to be a hero when she escaped and saved the child, but significant damage was done, both to her body and her spirit.
I'm going to get you back. But it'll be a while before you step in on Laura.
Okay, actually, about that.
In her final moment on the show, she understandably made the decision to quit and live her life for herself. We couldn't have felt worse for the suffering she endured.
You taught me how to take my past and find my path. Thank you. Thank you. I think I found it.
Number 2, Maggie loses her mom.
I'm dying. I have to impart wisdom.
By season 13, we were all well aware that when watching the show, crying is to be expected. But nothing could have prepared us for the sob fest that ensued after Maggie's mom, Diane, lost her battle with breast cancer. The doctor had frantically searched for treatments to prevent the inevitable, though in the end, her mother assured her that it was time to stop.
Don't you dare quit on me. No, you can't quit on me.
Maggie proceeded to paint her mom's nails before she drifted away and continued to do so even once she was officially gone. The scene alone caused us great heartache. But what's more desolating is the deep void and difficult grieving period that we knew would come next for the shattered daughter. We still haven't forgiven the show's writers for this one. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. The graduation speech. Young lives and promising futures cut short.
Today, my friends, our lives begin.
Time of death, 1302.
Solidarity for Abby. The women of Grey Sloan form a supportive wall.
Strangers rushing past, just trying to get home. But you are the only safe haven that I've known.
Amelia sees her brain tumor, a cruelly ironic revelation for the neurosurgeon.
Whoa, that is a beautiful tumor.
Like suffering is optional.
Whose brain is that?
Or time heals all wounds.
Henry's passing. Desperate attempts to save a life fail.
Just to know that road, forgetting is easier.
Bailey loses her mom to COVID-19. Helplessness and great loss during an unprecedented health crisis.
I guess you say what can make me feel this way, my girl.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Mark's last words to Lexi. Arguably one of the most traumatizing, chaotic season finales of the series, gave us the plane crash that changed Grey's Anatomy forever.
Hold my hand.
I'm not holding your hand because you're not dying.
Hold my hand.
No, you're not dying. Do you hear me? You don't die today.
While the episode is riddled with tragedy, the final interaction between Mark and Lexi hits especially hard. Stuck under debris, Lexi received a declaration of love from Mark, who detailed the beautiful life he had planned for them.
We're gonna be happy, Lex. You and me. We're gonna have the best life, Lexi, you and me. We're gonna be so happy. So you can't die, okay?
The plan was ripped away by Lexi's passing, leaving Mark and viewers in a painful state of grief. The moment is made even sadder by his subsequent demise in season 9. But if we've learned anything throughout the years watching the medical drama, it's that no amount of tragedy is too much for Shonda Rhimes. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.